This is hashtag Truth Talks, Pornography, and Me. Guys, my name's Sean. Struggled with pornography for 14 years. Saw it for the first time when I was 10 years old. Such an epidemic today, guys. 10, 11, 12, young kids watching pornography. You might be watching this video struggling. You might be watching this video victorious. You might be watching this video as a parent who has a struggling child who's dealing with pornography, or you're maybe unsure of how to talk to them about pornography. So guys, this is Truth Talks, the first video of the series. I wanted to bring some light to a very dark topic and share my story. Guys, I feel called to bring light to this. My story, guys. I saw pornography when I was 10 years old. One of my good friends found a nudie magazine in his dad's closet. You know, like any really good friend, he's gonna show his friend what he found. And I still remember them, the images burned in my brain. Guys, I remember seeing this magazine and lights, almost like fireworks going off in my brain. I can still remember it. And that was the beginning of a very dark life. 10 years old, 11, 12, 13, 14. Guys, it turned into a craving. I remember searching on the internet. Back then, the internet was pretty new, and young kids curious, you type in naked ladies and boobs and sex, and enough came up that would satisfy, guys. And that's the scary thing about the world today, is that these kids have Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook and all these social medias where sex is everywhere, sexual images are everywhere, and it's really hurting our minds towards what sex is meant to be. It's meant to be a gift. So guys, the darkness at a young age is real, and I wanted to shed some light on that. So in elementary school, I became very aware of sex and pornography and was craving it, and turned into high school days. And high school is a really dangerous place for young men, and I'm sure for young women as well. It's not a gender thing. It's not even an age thing. It's all walks of life, and that's one of the scary parts of it as well. But guys, high school is a dark time. I remember grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, lots of acne, feeling really intimidated by the girls there, and just becoming hopelessly addicted to pornography. I would sit at home and I'd come home after school, and 5 p.m. would suddenly become 7 p.m. and 7 p.m. would turn into 10 p.m. and 10 p.m. would turn into 2 a.m. guys. And these kids nowadays, myself, we're watching pornography for hours and hours on end. I was so consumed by it, guys. It turned into my young adult ages, grade 11, grade 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Up until 22, I struggled heavily with being isolated, having so much shame. The way I looked at women, the way I looked at myself, the way I dealt with people was so angry all the time. I couldn't love. Guys, the pornography, it messes with your mind to a point where the shame starts to mold how you actually see yourself and how you see other people. And the truth is, guys, that it's a brain problem. It's a psychological brain problem. It's not just the fact that you like pornography or you are addicted to the feeling of it, because it is always overpromised and underdelivered. So guys, I wanted to make this video because there's another side of truth, and that is there's hope, an amazing amount of hope. And guys, I am coming to you humbled to say that I am 7 months free of pornography. And the reason I'm making this video is because the things, not that I've only learned, but the things that I have felt since being free are absolutely incredible. And my hope and prayer is that you guys would have hope if you're struggling, and that you would have encouragement if you have victory, because these videos are meant to be for you guys. The truth is pornography is the most insidious thing, because it's everywhere. But there's hope. Guys, it is a mental problem. As I had mentioned, the brain can be rewired. The brain is pliable. You can work at it. You can change how it reacts and your subconscious mind, all of these things that come into play. There's so much hope in the fact that we can actually control our thoughts. And guys, the hope in that for me was really exciting. And I know for myself, I started learning about how I can rewire my mind. I started looking at ways I can change the way I look at women. I started thinking about balancing my eyes. I'm gonna make a video about that, where you actually stop looking twice at women, you know, the bums at the gym and the joggers on the street. You actually stop looking and you look away and you realize that there's no mental pictures to go home with, and that temptation doesn't bubble up in your body anymore. So guys, the one thing I want you to know is that the first 30 to 60 days is hard. That's the truth. It's hard. Like anything, right? Like anything, a diet. January 1st, most gyms are empty. February 1st. Things that matter are hard, guys. That is the deep truth. But that is the light to the darkness, because things that are difficult always have an amazing reward. And I want you guys to know that it is so worth it. And after that hump, it gets easier. Temptations go away. Your sensors start firing in a healthy way. And it is an incredibly freeing, incredibly loving feeling. And guys, today, free from pornography, I wanted to share really quick that my marriage is better than it ever is and never was. And that is a blessing, guys. I had to tell my wife 2 months into marriage that I was struggling with pornography, and I would never, ever wish that upon my worst enemy. So I wanted to share that with you guys, because that is something that I do not want anyone to go through. Guys, I do not want anyone to go through that. It's helped me tremendously getting free from pornography with my faith, my sleep cycle, the amount of fun I have in the world today. I have so much fun because I don't have a dirty conscience. I would go in the world feeling dirty. I go in the world today feeling clean and redeemed. And it is an incredible world we live in, guys. So if you want to see more videos about hope, about truth, about light in the darkness, guys, subscribe to this page. My website is seanbonato.com. There'll be a link. Guys, my Facebook, check it out. Let's get connected. There's gonna be blogs and videos made by myself, media, links to other videos, articles, PDFs, and victory stories, guys. The world is your oyster when you know how to fix it, guys. Let's work together and get free.